everybody, and I hope you're all doing well and healthy, feeling safe. I know these have been really stressful times. We're on our third week or so of dealing with this coronavirus and everything that comes along with it, and I can only imagine the range of experiences people have been having with it. I know that some people are really struggling either with their health or with concern and fear for loved ones. Maybe some people are already dealing with some grief, and many others are dealing with high levels of anxiety, and just absorbing the shock of everything that's happened in the past few weeks can be a lot. In most cases, people have had to make some pretty significant lifestyle changes, staying in a lot, not having as much physical contact with each other. So I know it's been trying times. I hope that along with the trying times, there have also been some bright spots and some moments of strength and resilience and calm and feeling hopeful and compassionate and feeling cared for. So we're also just on the brink of Pesach, which is also a very new experience in the times of coronavirus. So just want to acknowledge that this Pesach will be different from all other Pesachs in our lifetimes, probably. So here we are for our fourth week or so of our online pre-Shabbat meditation. And I really miss seeing a lot of you in person, but I hope that this gives you at least something of what we had going. And if you're new to this format, welcome. You're always welcome to share this and listen to it whenever you'd like. You can listen to it while you're laying in bed or while you're walking in the house or whatever you are doing. If you want to sit in a quiet space, you're welcome to do that. And if you need to pause for any moment, that's fine too. I'm always happy to hear feedback. If there's something that worked well, I'm happy to hear it. And if something didn't work so well, I'm also happy to hear that. I'm learning as I go as well with the online format. And I'm doing something a little different today technically, so I apologize in advance if there are any jagged transitions. So without further ado, let's get started and just take a few moments to settle yourself in your space, in your surroundings, wherever you might be. And while you're doing that, I'm going to position the camera on the salt lamp, Himalayan salt lamp right here. Just take a couple moments to take in your environment, just noting the space you're in, noting if it feels warm or cool, if you're aware of any air flowing or rain falling or sun shining. Acknowledge or notice whether it's day or night, whether you have people in the background or whether you're alone. Notice any shapes or colors in the objects around you. Notice if you smell anything, how your skin feels. Just kind of positioning yourself wherever you are. Allow yourselves some nice deep breaths. And you can close your eyes if you'd like, or you can look at the salt lamp, or you can focus anywhere else in the room or in the space. Just taking a few moments letting your thoughts settle, taking note of where you're coming from, what you were doing before you came to this moment. Notice if you have any leftover thoughts or feelings that you're bringing into this space. Just noting them. You don't have to change them, you don't have to banish them. Just acknowledging what's there. And if you're able, I invite you to bring in a sense of calm and peace and rest. For the next several minutes, this time is for you. Just to give yourself some nurturing and some quiet. I'll be giving prompts as we go. And if at any point your mind wanders, or you doze off, or just want to pay attention to your own breath, that's absolutely fine. Use this time however you need. We'll spend a couple minutes just becoming aware and familiar with our breath. Just noticing if you're breathing with your nose or your mouth, or a combination. Notice how the air feels moving in. Notice how it feels going out. Noticing where it goes in your body. If you feel your diaphragm or your lungs expanding, bringing in nice fresh air, oxygenating your blood. And letting go of carbon dioxide and anything you no longer need. No need to adjust your breath. Just watching it. Letting it be watched and observed. Notice how every breath is unique. Each one like a different breeze or a different ocean wave, flowing in and out in its own way. In a moment, we'll begin a head-to-toe scan. Just noting for any sensations you're aware of in your body. Noting for temperature, warm, coolness. Noting for any areas of tension or relaxation. noticing any colors or images that arise, and noting for any flow of energy, any movement you're aware of. All the while, just accepting and noting what's there without the need to change or adjust anything. We'll begin with the top of the head, and if at any point you need to linger longer in a particular place, please feel free. And again, if your mind wanders or these prompts aren't working, let your mind wander and go where you need. Noting the top of the head, any sensations, noting your forehead and the back of your head, noting your temples, your eyebrows, the space between your eyebrows, your eyelids, your eyelashes, and your eyes. Noticing your nose and your nostrils, your cheeks, your jaw, your lips, and your mouth, your teeth, your tongue, your gums, and your throat. And noticing your chin. Noticing any sensations you have on your face, the skin on your face. Just observing. Noticing your ears and your neck, the front of your neck and the back of your neck, and where your neck connects to your shoulders, your collarbone. Notice your upper back and your shoulder blades, the top part of your spine, and your breastbone, and chest area. And notice your ribs, and your lungs, and your heart. Just noticing what's there, what arises. Noticing your arms, your right arm and your left arm, the tops of your arms, your elbows, lower arms and your wrists, your hands, backs of your hands, the palms of your hands, your fingers and your thumbs, your knuckles and your nails. Noticing any flow of energy, any heat or coolness, any texture or images, colors, or any movement. Notice the middle of your back, the middle part of your spine, your sides, your abdomen, the stomach area, and any internal organs you're aware of. Notice your lower back, the lower part of your spine, the pelvic area, and your hips. Notice each of your legs, right and left, upper legs and knees, lower legs and ankles, and your feet, tops of your feet and your heels, and the bottoms of your feet and each of your toes. Just taking note of any sensations anywhere in the body, pleasant or unpleasant, whatever's there. Take some nice deep breaths. Just observing anything in the body, the whole body. Just as we did a body scan, we'll do an emotional body scan. So noting any emotions you're aware of, pleasant or unpleasant. Noticing any colors or shapes that are associated with each emotion that you're aware of. Noticing the intensity of each emotion and the nature of it. Noticing if you feel any fear or anger or sadness or gratitude, happiness, joy, compassion, tiredness, energized. Just taking note. Allowing yourselves to enjoy these moments of rest as we enter into Shabbat. Allowing yourselves to relish this time as a cushion, a nurturing cushion or buffer, a space of healing, rejuvenation, restoration. And as we're approaching Passover, it's a time to prepare, cleaning out all of the chametz in our lives, all of the extra things that are adding weight, holding us back. Approaching the time of freedom and traveling and simplicity, letting go of what we don't need. Many of us are living in different ways right now. I'm noticing if anything is shifting for you in how you're living. Just taking note of those shifts. And if there's any chametz, anything you'd like to get rid of before Pesach, anything that might be holding you back. Many people will be celebrating Pesach differently this year. Just taking a moment, to observe how you anticipate celebrating Passover this year. What might be different? And what might be the same? Just noting any emotions you're feeling as you consider Passover this year. Maybe noticing if you have any desires for how you'd like it to be. Given the circumstances. Allow yourselves to imagine the perfect Seder, the perfect holiday. Given our circumstances now. And taking some nice deep breaths. Perhaps inviting in any of the energy you'd like to carry into Pesach with you. And I invite you to breathe in a nice deep sense of compassion for yourself and for your loved ones in these unusual times. Lots of gentleness, lots of acceptance and light. Continued feelings of hope in the darkness. As we prepare to celebrate Passover, with many of us feeling limited, keeping in mind how the Jews felt leaving Egypt. Stepping into the unknown, leaving in a hurry. And leaving altogether, looking out for one another as they fled into the unknown. Maybe noticing what it is that gives you strength and courage in frightening times, in times of the unknown. Perhaps it's the people on your journey with you, or those who have come before. Perhaps it's watching nature as spring begins to unfold. Perhaps it's a song or a prayer or a sense of connection with the divine, with God, whatever God means for you. Taking a few nice deep breaths. And as we approach Passover and our exodus from Egypt, stepping into a whole new reality, similar to what we're doing now, and imagining what gives you strength on your journey. And breathing that in, some nice deep breaths. And if you don't know what it is, maybe asking for help and asking for guidance. It's okay not to know. And as we're breathing in what we need, what gives us courage and peace, maybe also considering how we can help those around us who are also heading into the unknown. In any little way, perhaps a phone call or a prayer. Just taking a moment and feeling that interdependence, that two-way street of love, relying on each other and providing support for each other as we approach the Exodus together. This Exodus that will lead us to a whole new world, a world of freedom. Take a few moments now, just on your own, Just enjoying some nice moments with yourself. And as our meditation comes to an end, just taking some nice deep breaths. Allowing yourself a few more moments of peace before we head into Shabbat. In another moment, I'll begin to sing Hine Matov Umanayim. You're welcome to sing along with me, or just listen. Or you might stretch your fingers and toes, your neck, wiggle your legs and your arms a little, and start to bring your awareness back into the space where you are. Hine matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, shevet achim gam yachad. Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I hope that you had some nice moments of peace and rest, and that you were able to maybe gain some strength and some light, some hopefulness during this time. And along with wishing you a Shabbat Shalom, I wish you a wonderful few days leading up to Pesach, whether that involves cleaning or cooking or preparing a Zoom Seder or something very different this year. I wish you a really nurturing and pleasant time. And I wish you a really happy and joyful Pesach, full of health and strength and meaning. And I will see you next week, or you'll see me next week. I miss seeing you all, but I'm thinking of you. Okay, Shabbat Shalom.